Welcome back, everybody. This is Layton's mystery journey. Oh, excuse me. This is not the right overlay. Bear with me. Alright. And then... Alright, is this one I need? Alright. We're good to go. So this is gonna be part... which part again? Part 8 or something like that? Yeah, wait a second as I yeah, right, I think the volume should be good enough the way it is. I hope it is anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be part 8 of this blind playthrough. Bear with me still, as I am still not feeling quite back to tip-top shape. I might keep the stream short once again and limit myself to maybe just one chapter. That'd be good enough, I guess.
Not a bad look, I think.
Let me see. Okay, case number 10. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, there you are, Pinstripes. I was beginning to wonder what had happened to you. Miss Layton asked me to stop off on my way and buy some things for her. Tea, of course, this fashion magazine, and a snack for later on today. Being the dog's body again, eh? Isn't Miss Layton here yet herself? She's gone out already. Said she'd be back late. Oh, what a pity. She left a message for you, though. Do you want to hear it? Of course. Gosh, it sounds awfully important. My palms are starting to sweat. Alright then, if you're sure you're ready. Ernest, while I'm gone, tidy up. Is that it? Afraid so. Not quite what you were expecting, eh? I feel your pain. Oh no, it's quite right. I had a suspicion it might say that. So where shall I start, I wonder? It's rough being the underdog, eh? Having to tidy up after your boss because she's so terrible at it. I wouldn't say that, Shirley. She's not terrible at tidying at all. She tidies when she wants to tidy, but when she doesn't want to tidy, she doesn't. She's just being true to herself. She's just being true to her selfishness, you mean? She's never wanted to tidy in her life, so Muggins has to do it. Well, that last part may be true. Anyway, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, Pinstripes. This is the perfect opportunity. Oh, what is it? What are you doing? Why do you work here as Cat's assistant? She doesn't even pay you, does she? No, she doesn't. I work here because I owe Miss Layton a debt of gratitude. Must be a big one. What happened? It was when I met her for the very first time. I'm listening. I was being investigated by Scotland Yard. Investigated? You? Come on. Do you think I was turned into a dog yesterday? He even says he was turned into a dog, so that must be true. Inspector Hastings had summoned me to his office. There'd been a theft, you see, and I was the prime suspect. Ernest Greaves, you did it, didn't you? That's the tip-top investigative procedure. Just accuse everyone until someone confesses or something. It wasn't me. I'm innocent, Inspector, I swear. Don't give me that, Sunshine. I know it was you who broke into Dr. Holmes' laboratory and nicked his research papers. Admit it. Broke into? No, I didn't. There's been some terrible misunderstanding. So you're still gonna deny it, are you? There are witnesses, you know. You were seen sneaking in there. What more evidence do you think I need to put you away, eh? Come clean, Sunshine, or things are gonna get ugly. But I've only just started at Grayson Heller University. Why would a fresher like me... Oh, Grayson Halo University. Ah. Oh. What you think you're doing, barging in here when I'm interviewing a suspect? Oh, I changed your clothes. I didn't mean to. I can't believe you brought this poor man here to Scotland Yard. You what? You can't accuse people without carrying out a proper investigation first. It sounds like the only evidence you have is circumstantial, that he was at the scene. Who are you, you cheeky little so-and-so? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Catriel Layton. Well, I don't care if you're the Queen of Sheba. You don't come down here and start interfering in police business. If you got a complaint about the way we do things, you follow proper procedure and solve this puzzle. Okay. I'll get some coffee, excuse me, my throat feels so raw. Okay, there we go. A line of 5 cars driving along the road and they're all breaking the speed limit. The next day, the 5 drivers go to the police station, but only 4 of them are charged with speeding. Which car was the one that was being driven by the person who was not charged? So is it something about the car itself? Honestly, I don't know. Is this supposed to be England? Because the one in the front only has 1 person inside, or so it seems. Is it the driver though? This is where the driver would be if this was. Well, yeah, I guess it is in the UK. They're driving on the left. Yeah, okay, fine. It's the driver then. Because I would have said if there's no driver, who are you gonna charge? But no, I guess that's not it. I need a hint. All 5 people were driving over the speed limit, so what could be the reason why just one of them wasn't charged? If you can figure out the reason, you can also figure out which position they were in. I don't know why. That's the thing. if they were a police car driving with the blue lights and the siren blaring or something. The back of car number 1 is a bit weird. Almost like it got bumped into or something. There is a reason why one of the drivers would not be charged with speeding even if they were over the speed limit. What could that reason be? That's not a hint. It's the exact same thing as hint number 1. That didn't tell me anything more. 4 of the drivers were caught by the police. They were arrested for speeding. Who could have arrested the 4 of them? The one at the back, the one pursuing them?
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
I even suggested the idea that one of them might be a police car or something. There was a patrol car chasing the speeding drivers from behind, yeah. I should have been able to answer this one. Since we do have our own patrol cars in my line of work. You cracked it? Well, that's a turn up for the books. Any puzzle solved, that's my motto, unlike Scotland Yard's, which seems to be any blame absolved. Blimey. Inspector Hastings, sorry to barge in, sir, but it's nearly time. Oh yes, of course, I've got an appointment at Gressenheller. Thanks for reminding me, Constable. Right, Greaves, it looks like you're off the hook for now. But you are still at the top of my list, Sunshine, and as soon as I get more evidence... Oh no, please. Come on then, PCB, let's get over to the university. Yes, sir. You're, free to go then, sir. How can I make him believe me? I didn't do it. Well, they've gone now, and they said you're free to go too, so why don't we get out of here? Oh, well, unless you'd like to stay. Oh, golly, no. Then I suggest we leave now before the inspector comes back. And that's how we were thrust together, how the heavens conspired to make us meet. She was like a goddess of destiny in my eyes then. Yeah, and she probably still is now. All right. Okay, there's 1, 2. The fan. This. Okay, that's 3. And there's a puzzle in the lamp. Hidden puzzle. Forgive me if I don't read everything out loud, but I have to spare my voice. Ah yeah, there was already a puzzle like that before. This is a problem. How am I going to... no, wait. I think I know. Ah! Don't do that. No. Was that a good idea? There we go. All right.
This is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
You did it. You've breathed life into the spaceship once more. It's time to set a course for uncharted territory beyond the stars. Aha, I did it. I feel much better now. Okay, I discovered an item. Thank you for helping me before, I'm Ernest Greaves. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ernest. The pleasure is all mine, Miss Layton. I must say, it's jolly good of you to believe me. That I'm not the thief, Oh no, I just couldn't abide that loud-mouthed inspector's sloppy detective work, that's all. Oh, I wouldn't like to say if you did it or not. But I didn't do it. It's that case about the stolen research papers, isn't it? From the professor at Gressenheller University. Yes, that's right. Somehow I seem to be a suspect. But you didn't do it, honestly. No, honestly, I didn't. Please, you have to believe me. Well, Ernest, if that is your real name, you don't look like a thief, or the sort of person who'd try to deceive others. I'm not. I really haven't done anything wrong. So you're a student at the university, are you? I've only just enrolled, though, but somehow I've already managed to get myself into an awful fix. I always seem to have the most dastardly luck. Only this morning I fell down a drain in the street and got bitten by a dog. A walking calamity, you might say. Well, your luck may have changed. I'd intended to go to Gressenheller today anyway. If you come along with me, I can do what I was planning there and prove your innocence en passant. I don't know if this is how you pronounce it in English, but in French, that's how you would, because this is French. En passant? Oui, en passant. Unless you'd rather I don't interfere. Oh no, please do interfere. That is, if you really think you can prove it. Of course, right then, let's go. Now? Yes, alright then. Miss Layton made it seem like proving my innocence would be as easy as falling off a log, so I went along with her, hoping desperately that she was right. Dearie me, I wonder what's afoot. I just saw Inspector Hastings rushing off somewhere. Do you know the inspector? What sort of a man is he? Oh, well, I only know what I've heard, of course. They say he's very passionate about his job. and that he can be rather overbearing at times, but that's just because he can't abide law-breaking of any sort. Yes, overbearing fits the bill rather well in this case. But I haven't broken any laws, though. I've also heard that he can be a little slow sometimes, and I've also heard, though this is just between you and me, that at home, his wife rules the roost, as it were. Oh, listen to me, I don't like to gossip, you know, but when people ask, still, don't tell anyone I told you, will you? Haha. One. Well, that's 3, I think. Hello, madam. Don't suppose you've lost a puzzle? We've had one handed in to lost property, but not being able to solve it. We don't know whose it is. Yeah, right. Let's get to it. Here we have a board made up of lots of small regular triangles. If you cut the board in 2, you can put the 2 pieces together to make one big regular triangle. I don't like these puzzles. That looks like it would fit.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
This one wasn't too hard. Yep. Okay, you made one big triangle. All you had to do was cut off 5 tiles at the bottom right and place them at the top left. There you go. Solved. Well, thank you, madam. Thank you kindly. Let's see. This looks like a name, I think. I'll get in touch with the person concerned and inform them we have their puzzle here at the yard. Most kind of you to help. It's already solved, though. So, I mean, what use is a puzzle if it's already solved? What's the best way to the university from here? I can show you, just follow me. I say, will this be your first time to visit Grissenheller, Miss Layton? No, I used to go there quite often as a child, but it's been rather a long time. I haven't been from here before. I'm not sure what the best way is. Don't worry, we'll be there in a jiffy. Yeah, by bike. Both of you riding on the same bike. That's one. If I'm not very much mistaken, and I'm not very much mistaken very often, that who just went past was the esteemed Inspector Hastings. And if I'm not mistaken, and as you know, I'm not often mistaken, he was off to investigate something. Old Dougie smells the distinctive stink of a case, in which case I may have a story for the morning paper. Oh no, a reporter. Gosh, what if it's all over the news, Miss Layton? My face could be on the front page of every paper in London. Don't worry, Ernest, it would never make front page news. Page 3 at best. Page 3? I don't have the figure for that. Ah, there's a puzzle. Alright. It adds up to nothing. Um... And it can only be digits. I don't get it. Is that number significant? A number that can sometimes be seen about your person? Into groups of 2. But I don't see it. Time.
If you'll entertain my idea here. That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
I really didn't think about something that would loop. Forgive me. Here we are, miss, in the jiffy as promised. Well, this brings back memories. I haven't been to Crescent Heather for a long time now. It's hardly changed at all. Are you alright? Sorry, oh yes, I'm fine. So they say it has a long and distinguished history, this college. That's right, it's one of the top 2 in London. It certainly looks the part. The buildings have that particular character about them that says this is a center of learning. Oh look, there's the constable we saw at Scotland Yard. What if he arrests me? Relax, it looks like he's busy investigating at the moment. In fact, why don't we ask him how his inquiries are coming along? I hope they found something that proves I couldn't have done it. Ah, an item. Ah, crusty old car. There's a coin. Coin. Okay, that's 3. Okay, let's see if maybe there was something else other than the people to interact with. So this is London. So many big buildings. Sangrio seems a very long way away now. First, I will sell my Puponios here, and then when everyone knows what they are, I will sell them all over the world. When Puponios are famous, Sangrio will be famous. And when Sangrio is famous, we will have more tourists and everyone will be happy. So it's party time. Puponio selling party. Is there a festival today? There's a man or a rabbit or someone over there dancing. Oh, he's dropped a puzzle out of his rucksack. Look. A puzzle about Puponios. Rocket reshuffle. Okay, these rockets are being tested out to see how they launch and land. Each rocket can only move to a launching pad that is in the same number of spaces away as the number it displays. Rockets can fly over other rockets, but cannot land on launching pads that are already occupied by one. Select the rocket you want to move, then pick the launch pad where you want it to touch down. Position the 3 rockets in 3, 2, 1 order from left to right, without any gaps. Ah, no, it's the other way around. There we go, 9 moves.
So, in conclusion, still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
Okay, excuse me. Rocket reshuffle has been added to the puzzle index. I think you'll find that Gressenheller University is one of the most prestigious in all of London. Many old Gressenhellerans, open bracket with what a mouthful, close bracket, have gone on to become famous academics. Academics, sorry. Politicians and artists. It's very impressive. That means you're an academic high flyer then, doesn't it, Ernest? Oh, well, haha, thank you for the compliment, miss. That's very flattering. This is no time to be feeling pleased with yourself. If the police manage to pin this theft on you, you'll be an infamous Gressenheller run. Not a famous one. Hello, 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 what have we here? If it isn't the very fellow who Inspector Hastings brought in for questioning before. Uh. Mm-mm-mm. You were discharged, lad. What are you doing here? Thought better of it and come to confess, have you? No, definitely not. I didn't do it. I'm rather intrigued by the case, Constable. I hear some research papers were stolen. Is that right? No money? No other valuables? Were the documents worth anything per se? Well, they happen to have been the very important research paper of Dr. Genome. I can fill you in on that front, miss. He's one of the most influential researchers in the field of plant genetics. Not electricity? He's published countless revolutionary papers on the subject. He's actually the reason I enrolled here. I've wanted to study under him for years now. Oh, really? And on your first day you managed to be accused of stealing his work? Well, yes, somehow I did. Apparently the results of Dr. Holmes' current research has been heavily anticipated by boffins all over the world for some time. So we believe, madam, that it most likely is worth a bob or two. I see, it's cutting-edge research, is it? The sort of scientific discovery that money can't buy, is that the idea? Precisely, madam, so we're investigating accordingly. Our inquiries are ongoing. Yes, of course. Thank you, Constable. Well, Ernest, it looks like the police are well underway with their investigation, so there's not a moment to lose. Why not, miss? Because we want to prove your innocence before they do, or don't. It's no fun if we don't beat them to it. Fun? That's right, fun. So I think you'd better tell me your movements up to when the theft was discovered. What did you do today since you arrived? Where did you go? Who did you speak to? Tell me everything. Yes, my movements. Well, today was my first day, as you know. And I've been just dying to have my first lecture from Dr. Holm. I think he's simply spiffing, you see. I was looking more for hard facts, Ernest. Suddenly I found myself standing outside the gates of this wizard university, thinking to myself, that's not really relevant at the moment, you see. Well, so then I finally took my first step, my very first footprint in the metaphorical snow on the campus. It really was nothing short of momentous. So to sum up, you walked through the university gates. Alright then, let's follow in your momentous footsteps of earlier today, shall we? So Miss Layton started investigating the case in order for us to prove my innocence. I was terrified that the accusations would stick, that I'd be branded a criminal. But little by little, as I saw how confident she was, my nerves started to settle. No, this guy I think I already talked to. Alright then, Ernest, we've established you entered the university grounds, then what? Is this strictly necessary? I mean, are my movements in the lead up to the theft really important? Wouldn't it be better to go straight to the scene of the crime and investigate there first? No, I have a feeling that understanding your movements is the way to go. Is there anything more to it than a feeling, miss? Don't worry, Ernest. Trust your instincts, or more precisely, trust mine. I see, it's your instincts that are guiding you. Alright, then I will. I'm sure your instincts won't let me down. What did you do next? I've just spotted another policeman over there. You mean that man? He's one of Inspector Hastings' men. Hastings is? Really, so he's a detective, is he? DC Booker, I think his name is. Let's hope he doesn't book you, then. Gosh, yes, I don't want that. Let's hide so he doesn't notice me. Don't be daft, Ernest. We should use the opportunity to ask him how his investigation is progressing. You don't mean you're not actually going to go and speak to him, are you? Of course. If we keep just loitering here and giving him furtive glances, he'll definitely think we're suspicious. Well, I guess, yeah, that's not wrong. Well, alright then. good day to you, detective. Hello, wait, don't I know you, young man? Let me see. Yes, you fit the description here in my notes perfectly. Ernest Greaves, I believe, and you are, where is it now, the prime suspect. No, I mean, yes, I am Ernest Greaves, but I was released earlier due to lack of evidence. Ah, yes, it does mention that here, actually. Phew, I'm glad your notes are up to date, officer. Never go anywhere without my notebook. Yes, I see here that there are a number of other suspects in this case. Really? I didn't know that. It says here that a number of other researchers were competing with Ohm in this field. We believe, or what do we believe? Ah, yes, we believe it might be a case of rival academic trying to discredit the professor. So does that mean I'm off the hook? No, that's just one possibility. You're still firmly in the picture, I'm afraid. If you're still in my notebook, you're still a suspect. Oh, I see. Well, I see, yes. A world-famous professor would inevitably have rivals in his field, I suppose. So let's carry on tracing your movements, Ernest. Did you enter the building next? I didn't do that. Really? You didn't go into the main building even on your first day? You see, when I'd come this far, I suddenly caught a wonderful floral whiff and wandered off in search of the flowers that had made it. You let the smell of flowers divert your attention, you mean? Yes, that's right. I just popped over to that flower bed over there to have a little look. Well, if we're following in your footsteps, it looks like we'd better pop over to it again. It's just over there around the side of the building. Following Miss Layton's instincts, we started to carry out our investigation by retracing my steps that day. We relived everything that I had done that fateful morning, up until blah 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 blah. Two coins. There's a puzzle, look! Ah, yeah, it's that thing again. That won't do. It just won't do without you. Wait, what? It's not gonna work. Okay, that could be something like that. Huh. Well, that's a bummer. Seemed to be going so well. Only to find out in the end it just doesn't work. Excuse me. Mm. Mm-mm. Nah, that's not gonna work. Okay, this just fits so perfectly that it's hard for me to imagine that it could be anything else. Mm. Uh, Oh, okay, found it.
This is an interesting one.
Well, I think I was very close before, actually. I only had to modify a couple things. Ah, that's much better. Gosh, you were magnificent solving that. I wish I was so clever. It's all about practice. Well, I think that's it for the scene, right? Didn't we get 3 coins already? Right, and if we need to look through it again, we will. So this is where the sand led you to. They are beautiful flowers, aren't they? Uh-huh. Alright. Rather. It's a marvelous display, isn't it? Such a lot of different varieties of rose. Yes, so after you came here to the flower bed, then what? Well, I stood and admired the flowers for a little while. Mm-hmm. Alright, then I'll just stand and admire the flowers for a little while too. Ah, yes, I see. You're really trying to get inside my head, aren't you? Become the suspect, as it were, so you can see how to prove my innocence. Not really, I just like flowers. Oh. They're very splendid. Every flower is in full bloom. And they smell divine. Ernest, are you alright? We're staring at the flowers, not at me, remember? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Gosh. Well, I think we should investigate the area while we're here. That way we can enjoy the flowers a little longer. Well, let's ignore the obvious guy in the middle of the scene. You need to make a gift box with flowers drawn on each side. Use the flowery paper to make a net diagram of a cube with 6 adjoining sides. Which squares of the paper do you need to use to include 6 different types of flower? No. How about like that? These four would make the surrounding part of the cube. No, never mind. That wouldn't work. That's a shame. Hmm. 6 different ones, huh? No. No, that's not gonna work. No. 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 Oh, it's impossible. I already have 2 roses in there. The one at the bottom right corner only appears once. Is that even possible? Oh gosh. This is horrible. How many types of flowers do we have anyway? There's this one. Wait, hold on a second. Here's what I'll do. There's this one. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one I already have. This one too. This one too. This one too. Yeah, so I do need the one at the bottom right then. Oh gosh. Is that possible? Is it possible to make a cube using these? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. Because the white flower would be at the very top, but the blue flower would be at the very top too. There would still be a gap somewhere, I think. At the very back. Or like this, maybe. How does that look? No. No, that doesn't work. I don't think it works anyway. Damn it, it's hard. Then again, no, I think that works.
This is an interesting one.
Ah, okay.
And that's how it's done.
It's picturing it in 3D that was kind of a difficult exercise for me. I'm glad I didn't need any hints. It would probably have told me that I needed the piece that's at the that was at the bottom right corner of the board. Are you alright, Ernest? You seem miles away. Oh, yes, I mean, no, I was just captivated by, never mind. Well, I think that's all the coins already. There's another puzzle. This is a rather rare variety, actually. It's a real pick to grow. Some mysterious flowers are growing with petals that change color when you touch them. Each flower has 5 petals, and any petals that are connected by a strand are the same color. Each flower needs to have 5 different colors, not including white. Select a petal to cycle through the different colors. Petals that have a color from the beginning cannot be changed. But no. That can't be either. Unless this one's yellow and this one is green. But no, I can't change it. Yeah, try again from scratch, I guess. Okay, this one can't be purple. So this one has to be. And this one has to be green. Which means this one here cannot be green. Let's try to solve this one. Okay, this one cannot be red. So it has to be purple. And this one has to be red. This one can't be green, so this one has to be green. That only leaves yellow for this one. Which means that this one can't be green, but this one has to be. And this one has to be... Yep, that color. Which leaves red for this one, and which leaves this one. Okay, I think that's good.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
My brain feels slower than usual when I'm not feeling right. That's spot on, Miss Layton. I say you solved that very quickly, didn't you? Etc., etc. I mean, I do believe you, of course. Well, anyway, they really are spectacular roses, aren't they? Definitely, you don't often see such a beautiful display. Someone has obviously worked very hard indeed to nurse them to their full glory like this, and we're enjoying them at just the right time. They're at their peak now. Just think, I could have missed this if I hadn't followed my nostrils. It must be my lucky day. Aren't you forgetting that you've been accused of theft? You're a little odd, Ernest, aren't you? Odd, miss, am I? Oh. Alrighty then. Yeah, but I guess that doesn't help. Alright, let's talk to the guy. That's presumably one of my fellow students over there. He seems to be muttering to himself about something. How did I mess up so badly? 3 out of 10? Ah, what a rubbish score. Still no one needs to know, and no one will. Not the way I disposed of my answer sheet. I really should study next time. Yeah, you probably should. He's sighing constantly. I wonder what the problem is. Yes, I wonder. So we've enjoyed some pretty flowers. Let's get back to retracing your steps. After the scent had drawn you here and you'd gazed at the flowers for a while, what did you do next? Well, you see, I went a bit closer to the flowers and, yes, you went a little closer, like this. Careful, miss. Sorry? Don't step any closer than that, it's dangerous. There's goat poo on the ground. Goat poo? That was close, I very nearly trod in it. Yeah, that would have been a catastrophe of the year. I did tread in it earlier. You are unlucky, are you? Aren't you? What's all this goat poo doing here anyway? You see, they keep goats here on campus. There's a little goat shed just a bit further on. You know your way around very well for someone on their first day. That's because after I'd trodden the poo, I went looking for somewhere to wash off my shoe. I came across the goat shed then, you see. So that's where you went next, is it? You really were determined not to actually go into the faculty building, weren't you? I'm a bad student. Well, come along then, let's go over to this goat shed. My terrible bad luck had led me into a pile of goat poo. Was that really relevant to Miss Layton's investigation? I couldn't hide my doubts, but nevertheless I took her onto the goat shed. Right, I'll make myself some tea now, if you don't mind. I really want this throat to not feel so raw and harsh. Excuse me, I'm not getting any better. I stop them if I'm here, but I can't be watching all the time. Yeah, I bet. Gosh, what rotters. Hold on, I get a clean handkerchief because this one is filthy. Oh gosh. Aw. Come on, let's get through this chapter. I know we can do it. Okay, we found one coin already. 2. There's a little one up there. Yeah, I figured. Look, Miss Layton, up there at the top of the little tower. It's funny the way goats like to climb, isn't it? Boy Meets Girl 3. Ah, another one of these. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Excuse me. Yay!
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
You did it. I think it's time to stop all this larking about in Labyrinth and head home. Which way was it again? You've solved 132 puzzles. You earned yourself 1 decor docket. It's very relaxing watching the goats here. They have such a calm and peaceful life. I know it's awfully easy to forget the time and find you've been here for hours. I feel like there should be a coin still somewhere. Ah, there it is, okay. It looks like a lot of work caring for these goats. Well, any living thing takes a lot of looking after. Oh, and there was this tricky situation a while ago as well. Bad-tempered goats. Here we have 9 goats who really don't get along. If they find themselves within 2 squares of each other, vertically or horizontally, they start to fight. Luckily, they don't fight if they are diagonal from each other or separated by a rock. Can you place them all in position so that they won't end up fighting? No. Nah, that's not gonna work. How about that? Within 2 squares... No, wait. This one is not gonna work. Right. Ah, my mistake. This one is too close. How about it? I seem to be following the rules.
So, in conclusion... That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
Alright. Yep, that's how we had to resolve it, but you see what I mean. Yes, I see. It seems like jolly hard work indeed. Goats eat a lot for their size, so you have to feed them regularly, which means a lot comes out the other end, if you know what I mean. I have a big job cleaning up all the big jobs. Ha ha. I see they certainly need good amount of care and attention, don't they? Yes, it's a lot of work, but the goats are really important to us, not just as part of the research program either. We use their manure as a fertilizer all over the campus. Really, so those wonderful blooms are thanks to these little creatures. I would never have guessed. The goats come in useful in unexpected ways, I see. Yes, they do. They're very popular with the students, actually, and with the professors. Lots of students come here to see how they're getting on. And Dr. Ohm, you know, the plant genetics guy, he likes to come too. I think he finds it helps to clear his mind when he's been focusing hard on his research. So he finds it relaxing to watch the goats as well, just like we do. I think we've looked at the goats for long enough now. So you'd been looking at the flowers, you trod in some goat poo, you came here to wash it off, and then you stayed and watched the goats for a while. What did you do after that? After that, Ah, yes, that's right, the cats. The cat. First a goat and then a cat. I was about to head back to the faculty building when a cat jumped out across my path or something, so I ran after it. Don't tell me you were still wound up even after the flowers and the goats, so you wanted to stroke a furry feline to calm yourself down? No, I was worried that it might be lost, so I thought I should try to catch it and take it back to its owner. Oh, aren't you sweet? Gosh, well, So where did this cat chase take you? Actually, it ran back towards the roses, so I followed it there. Alright then, so it's back to the flower bed where we were before. Let's go. We might actually get to the scene of the crime one of these days, yeah. Miss Layton seemed frustrated that my movements earlier that day were apparently getting us nowhere fast. But in fact, an unforeseen turn of events was soon to lead us to the crime scene. This is where I followed the cat to these roses again. And you caught the cat here? Well, I did pick it up in my arms, but it managed to wriggle free again. I obviously flustered it because it jumped straight through the open window inside the building, that one on the right. On the right? Ah, there you mean. Didn't you go after it again? Well, I was worried it might damage something inside, so I climbed up to look through the window. But then I slipped and fell headlong inside myself. It's because of the beautiful roses growing right next to the windowsill. I was being so careful not to trample them, I got myself into a funny position and, well, it made me go sort of a hoopsie-daisy right into the room. And the room happens to be Dr. Ohm's laboratory. So you fell into Dr. Ohm's laboratory from the window, is that about the size of it? Exactly. Then as I was rubbing my head after it had taken a knock, someone who I presume was a student came into the room. The cat immediately shot out of the open door and into the corridor before you could blink. No one else saw it. So when I told people I'd been chasing a cat, everyone thought I was lying. And that's how you came to be a suspect. They thought I was a burglar, so then I had to be questioned by the police. Finally, then, we've reached the scene of the crime. I see how your movements this morning led you here now. Well, Miss Layton, do you think you can prove my innocence? All I think I can prove at the moment is that you're incredibly unlucky. I think everybody knows that already. But you have had one stroke of luck today, Ernest. What's that? You met me. Don't worry, I'll work something out. Probably. I do hope you can, miss. Why don't we take a closer look at this window which you managed to hoop so daisy your way through? Which one is it? This one? This is the window, isn't it? The one by which the cat and then you entered the laboratory? It was open to slither and the cat squeezed through. Alright then, let's follow in your footsteps and squeeze in as well. Wait, we can't do that, Miss Layton. Why not? Because you can't just climb into rooms through windows. But if we're following in your footsteps, we have to. Yes, I understand, but we could get into trouble. More trouble. The police might start saying that you're a thief as well. I suppose you have a point, so what do you suggest? We go around and in through the main entrance? That seems a bit dull. I think dull might be for the best, miss, just this once. Following in my earlier footsteps, we'd finally arrived at the scene of the crime after a lot of toing and froing. We would soon be in Dr. Ohm's laboratory where the truth behind this case would be revealed, or so I hoped. Oh, there was a coin here still. Okay. I thought I had found all of them. Okay, well, this place really hasn't changed at all. I've done it, Miss Layton. I've finally properly entered Crescent Heller University. Not through a window, but actually through the front door. I think you might be alone in your excitement about this, Ernest, so let's find our way to Dr. Ohm's laboratory, shall we? Time is of the essence. Who are you two? Oh no, it's him again. Who's him, eh? The cat's mother? It's Inspector Hastings to you, Sunshine. Hello, Inspector. I think we just saw your cat, actually. Is that why you're here? Have you lost it? Yeah, you're trying to be funny, miss. I'm investigating the case, as you very well know. Yes, of course, the case of Dr. Ohm's stolen research papers. Have you discovered any new information? No, we haven't got any new leads yet. We're just... Hang on, why am I telling you anything? Keep your nose out of police business. I thought I had you there for a moment. You think I'd fall for a cheap trick like that? You'll be lucky. I thought I told you to go home back at where you're from or something. We're also investigating the case. I thought I could prove Ernest was innocent. Innocent? Good luck with that. This lad here is the prime suspect. But I really didn't do it. There's no point keeping up the pretense, Sunshine. Ohm himself has made a statement saying he's sure you're the culprit. You're the only one who could have done it. Dr. Ohm, you think I'm guilty too? The prof's lab is off limits, you hear? From now on, no one goes in there without permission. Let's ask for permission then. My nose really isn't in good shape now either, after my throat. We won't be able to. Very well. Good. I'm glad we understand each other. Now clear off. You're getting under my feet here. I suppose we'll just have to give up then. And Greaves, don't go off on any unannounced holidays, eh? We'll be wanting you down at the yard again before long. Could I just clarify something, Inspector? You said that people without permission weren't allowed into the laboratory, didn't you? So presumably if you had permission, you'd be granted entry? Yeah, obviously, but the prime suspect and unrelated members of the public aren't gonna get it. I'm in charge, Heroes, so what I say goes. All very clear, thank you. Come along then, Ernest. Where are we going, miss? Just follow me. Believe me, a single woman living alone in London doesn't let little things like this stop them. Oh, alright then. I did say I'd trust you, so... I thought Inspector Hastings' appearance was going to put a stop to our investigation there and then, but Miss Layton wasn't giving up. She seemed to have a plan. I resolved again to put my faith in her and followed as she walked away. I think this is indeed the same scene that you can see in previous Layton games. Like, the place hasn't changed all that much. Alright. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Ah, there's a puzzle. Excuse me. I feel like it's infection coming back up through my windpipes from my lungs. 5 addition sums have been drawn on the blackboard, but some of the numbers have been omitted, with either a dotted circle or dotted square in their place. The numbers 1 to 8 go in the dotted circles, but you can only use each number once. Also, reading from left to right along each row of numbers, the digits must appear in ascending order. Which number goes in the question mark space? Probably gonna need a memo here. Let's see, 0, 0, 1, 2, well, here it seems that it can only be 2. It's not gonna be easy drawing these, using motion controls. 9 plus... well, 7. Alright. So that means that 8 has to go there, I guess. Here, it can only be 1 plus 3, I guess. So that means that 4, 5, and 6 remain. Well, it can't be 6 here. That's for sure. So here we would have 4 or 5. 6 could still be at the top, admittedly. +6 would be 10, for example. But if you put 4 here... Well, if you put 4 at the top, you would have 5 and 6 at the bottom. Which wouldn't work, because that would be 9. The addition here is at least 10. So it could be 6 plus... It can only be 6 plus 4, basically. So 6 has to go at the top. And 4 here. And 5 here, I'd say. So that would be 13.
So, in conclusion... Thank goodness I got that right.
Despite the fever, or light fever that I seem to have, the brain still seems to be working somewhat normally. What isn't that 3 coins now? Doesn't that make 3 coins? I'm not too sure. Ah, no, never mind. There was one still. Where are we going, miss? We need to get permission to enter the lab. As it happens, I was coming here today to meet with someone who may be able to help us in that regard. I'm sure he'll say we're allowed into the lab. Really? But I thought Inspector Hastings was in charge. The problem is, where to find him. Perhaps we should ask that detective over there if he's seen him. Oh, yes, alright. Excuse me, DC Booker, could I ask you something? I wonder if you've seen Dean Delmona around somewhere. The Dean? Well, according to my notes here, yes, I was also looking for him, it seems. I wanted to ask him some questions, but apparently, if my notes are to be believed, he was off campus. Oh dear, off campus. Do you happen to know where he's gone? To Scotland Yard, as far as I know. To meet with Inspector Hastings. Oh, but we just saw the inspector inside. They've obviously missed each other then. Yes, I'll just note that down. Well, it looks like we'll have to head back to Scotland Yard ourselves then. We have to find the Dean. So that's who you wanted to talk to about gaining entry to Dr. Ohm's laboratory. Yes, I need to discuss some things with him. Gosh, I can't believe you know the Dean, Miss Layton. That's amazing. He's been the head of Gressenheller University for donkey's years. He must be one of the most famous people in London. Actually, it's my father who knows the Dean, really, not me. Your father? I'll explain some other time. For now, we must hurry back to Scotland Yard. We don't want to end up passing each other as well. Let's get a move on. Yeah, we hurried back to Scotland Yard. How did this young detective woman come to know one of the country's most preeminent scholars? She just told you through her father. So it's no mystery. Now then, where is he? Ah, there he is, over there. Ah, yes, it really is him. Have you ever met him before, Ernest? No, never. At the welcoming ceremony, he was just a little dot up on the stage at the front of the hall. Gosh, my palms are sweating. I mean, am I really about to meet the most important person in the whole of Gressenheller? No time for nerves. Come along. Hello, bonjour. How's it going, RNG? I'm not feeling too well. No better than yesterday, basically. Sore throat, keep coughing, a little bit of fever as well. I was still at work today, though. That didn't prevent me from working. Hello, Dean. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Catriel Layton. Well, bless my cotton socks. It most certainly has been a long time. How are you, my girl? Very well, thank you. You haven't changed at all. Haha, tell me, how's your father? I haven't seen him in a while, actually, either. No, he's gone missing. What? Missing? They're looking into it here at Scotland Yard as it happens, but nothing yet. I'll go to sleep after I'm done with this case. I want to solve this. I've absolutely no idea. I'm terribly sorry, Catriel. I wish I could be more helpful. Still, I wouldn't worry about old Herschel. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's perfectly fine. No doubt he'll show up again soon enough as if nothing had happened. I wonder what an old Herschel Layton looks like. You know, I'm glad I bumped into you, actually. My granddaughter has just sent me another puzzle in the post, but I can't for the life of me see how to solve it. Would you mind having a look at it? This puzzle again. We had it, like, not too long ago. Nope, 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 nope. Take lots of care, I can only exist in the realm of your streams. What, RNG? That's the lore of RNG? I'm not sure that one at the bottom right corner is correct. If you're gone for good, then it's all over. You disappear from this world. You can only exist if people believe in you. Or something. Nope, that can't be. Nope, that can't be. You can only exist if I stream. I better not stop then. Hold on. I may be onto something here. This is troublesome. Gosh. Or can I fill this space with only these? Nope. Not gonna work. Seemed to fit so perfectly though. Every other time I enter a deep sleep. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I should just remove everything. Maybe what I thought was a good idea at the start actually wasn't. Or can you just fill the entire screen with the same type of thing? Gosh, there's no way to place this in here in any way that would fit. Unless... Gosh. What in that bottom left corner? It seems I need one of those L-shaped pieces. It doesn't seem possible otherwise. Nah, I already tried that. Just doesn't work. Nah, it's impossible. Not that way, anyway. I don't know where to start. It does seem like filling that space at the bottom right left corner requires a small piece. Which way does it have to be rotated? I don't know, but... And if I put things this way, then there's nothing I can do to fill in that space, so that's not possible either. Nope. No, that's not possible either. Unless I... yeah. Let's try to fill in the space with only these little pieces. See where that gets us. Okay, I can already tell that it's not gonna work. Because I'll be left with a space that's exactly 2 at the end. I think I need at least 2 of these shapes. Don't think I'm gonna make it otherwise. Yeah, but not like that though. Nah, it's not gonna work. Phew. Ha! It's the exact... Ah, wait, no, wait. There we go.
This is an interesting game. Puzzles are made for solving.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm seeing stars. Yeah, I'm seeing stars, alright. Of course, that's how it's done. Well, thank you, Catriel. I won't have to disappoint my little angel now. What a relief. Glad to have been of assistance. I actually came down here to Scotland Yard to meet with Inspector Hastings. But I can't find the man anywhere. That's because he's at the university, I'm afraid. Oh, you mean we just missed each other, did we? How irritating. I hear there's been an incident on campus, a theft. Nasty business. That's what I'd come to talk to the inspector about. I'd like to ask for your permission to investigate the case myself, Dean. You, Catriel? Yes, I'll get to the bottom of it. But the police are already well underway with their own investigation. Yeah, but they suck. You should just let me handle it. I'm aware of that, but I think perhaps a different perspective might be called for. I may be able to see things in a way that the police can't. Alright then, I can't really see any harm in it. I'll allow it. If you have your father's crime-solving skills, no doubt you'll see to the heart of the matter in an instant. Thank you. So you'll permit us into the Dr. Ohm's laboratory, I presume? The scene of the crime? Yes, of course. You have free reign over the entire university for this, Catriel. Wonderful. In that case, we'll be getting straight down to business. Good luck. I'd like this cleared up as soon as possible. The reputation of the university will suffer if it drags on. Alright. I say that was Beezer, Double Beezer. You were chatting with the Dean as if you were old friends. And more importantly, he has given us the permission we need to investigate the laboratory. Inspector Hastings won't be able to turn us away now. No, he won't, so let's go back there and rub his extra-large nose in it. So we'd managed to obtain the permission we needed to enter Dr. Ohm's laboratory and investigate. I was as perplexed as ever by Miss Layton, especially after the familiar tone she seemed able to adopt with Dean Delmona. Yeah, alright then. Old Granny doesn't have a puzzle. Yes, go by bicycle. Alright, here we are then. Dr. Ohm's laboratory is just up ahead. Oh, look, miss, there he is, Inspector Hastings. Not you two again. I've had just about enough of your sauce, alright? You're not coming in here and that's final. Actually, it's not. We have permission to investigate in the laboratory now. In fact, we have permission to do whatever we deem necessary for our inquiries. Come on, do you think I was born yesterday? And who gave you permission, eh? Because it certainly wasn't me. Dean Delmona authorized it personally. Eh, the Dean? Presumably you're not going to flout this authority. I don't. Dean Delmona said it was alright. Go on then, in you go. Thank you. Do excuse us, Inspector. I don't know what the Dean's playing at, letting you clowns investigate. This is highly irregular. I'm not gonna bother reading everything now, because I'm really not feeling well enough. Alright then. This is where the incident took place, and you got in here through that window. The window was peering in through, slipped and fell inside. Oopsie daisy. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so the professor is in the lab. I think we should start by interviewing him. He looks like a bad guy. I'm Catria Layton. Dean Delmona has given me permission to investigate the theft of your research papers. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Wait, you're the young chap who took them. No, I assure you, Professor, I've been wrongly accused. I didn't do it. What are you even doing here? Didn't they take you back to Scotland Yard? They did, but they had to let me go because they didn't have enough evidence to hold me. Clearly, Ernest here was acting suspiciously and did enter the laboratory through a window, but he's not the culprit. I intend to clear Ernest's name by finding the true thief and bringing him or her to justice. We'll need to make a thorough search of this laboratory in order to gather supporting evidence. I don't know what you think you'll be able to find, but if the Dean's given you his permission, I can't stop you. Be my guest. Just don't upset any of my experiments. Thank you. We'll try not to take too much of your time. What, his desk? You generally think of academics as being too engrossed in their work to care about keeping their things in order. I don't know what other academics you know, but I'll thank you not to tar me with the same brush. Haha. Tar him with the same brush, he said. Oh, sorry, I didn't think you could hear me. I'm clean and tidy by nature. I can't relax unless I have everything in order. It's really very simple. You put things away after you've finished using them, and you put rubbish in the bin. When you've finished with documents, you dispose of them promptly. You can't write a coherent paper about anything if you're surrounded by mess. Maybe his theory was a dud. He wasn't getting anywhere, so he destroyed it, and just pretended that someone stole it or something. So that nobody would know that he'd been wasting his time on something that was never gonna work. That's what I believe anyway, and that's why I always keep things neat and tidy. So that's how the great professor works. Fascinating. Fine view of the roses. Really spiffing. Often gaze out the window at them. Don't really know, to be honest. I hear some of the students manage the gardening around here. They take an awful lot of time looking after. Should be thankful to the students. Blah, 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 blah. The view from your window helps you when you're writing papers. The view from the window. That's a clue. We're almost there. Ooh, fashion farthings. I think that might be all of them then. Drawers, tool. Ah, there's a puzzle here. Precious medicine. What's that? What am I supposed to do? A valuable bottle of medicine has slipped out of the boy's hands. Try to limit the damage by placing one piece of wood so that as little medicine spill on the floor as possible. Where would be the best place to position it? Here? Like that? No? Well, I don't see how else to do it. Or there? Does that make sense? To me, it does. Let's try it.
If you'll entertain my idea here.
Ah. See?
That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
You did it. If the bottle was sealed shut at the start, then no medicine would spill. It's important to watch where you're going when you're carrying things. I'm glad I managed to stop that substance going all over the floor, whatever it was. I hope I can work with Dr. Ohm one day. Proving you didn't steal that thing would do it. Yeah, etc., etc. Well, I think that's it. Just gotta talk to the professor himself. Dr. Ohm, would you mind if I asked you 1 or 2 questions? If you must, I'm a very busy man, you know. Tell me, why is it that you've accused Ernest of stealing your papers? For crying out loud, he was seen climbing in through the window. You don't need to be Einstein to figure it out. I'm sorry, Dr. Ohm, you're mistaken. That's right, miss, you set him straight. Ernest has admitted entering the room through the window, but he didn't climb in. He fell in with an oopsie-daisy. I don't think that's really relevant here, miss. Oh, really? But you kept mentioning it. Look, I wasn't here just before you snuck through the window and all my papers were accounted for then. I had an appointment, so I'd left the laboratory, but I made sure I locked the door on my way out. Then, just after you broke in, one of my students came and let himself in here with a spare key. He saw you in here, for goodness sake. And when I got back, the papers I'd left on my desk were gone. They can't have just disappeared into thin air, can they? Who else can be responsible but you? I don't know, but... Just a moment, Dr. Ohm. You said that you locked the door when you left the room, didn't you? What about the window? Did you lock that? Oh, I remember now. I actually saw Dr. Ohm opening the window while I was standing and admiring the roses outside. Okay. I don't remember. I intended to lock the window too, but the point is, you don't expect people to sneak in through windows. The fact that you did that proves you were up to no good. Dr. Ohm, I wish you'd believe me. I don't think there's anything you could say to him at the moment that would change his mind, Ernest. We'll just have to find the irrevocable proof. Yes, I suppose so. Well, now that I've had a look around the laboratory for myself, have you managed to find the evidence we need, miss? I find that your actions are more and more suspicious, Ernest. Oh no. Not really, I was just pulling your leg. Gosh, I nearly fainted. Still, I can't find anything that really proves your innocence. For the time being, you'll still be considered a suspect, I'm afraid. We need to find something that points to the true culprit. Just something, This is a real problem, this is. Dr. Ohm, what's wrong? I've been trying to carry on with this paper despite my important documents have been stolen. But without them to refer to, I'm lost. I can't make head nor tails of what's written here. Oh dear, would you let me have a look, Professor? You, but you're the thief. Well, why not? The way things are at the moment, it couldn't get any worse. Thank you. This is what's giving me the trouble, you see. To the letter. Uh-huh. Using the same rule, what symbol would the bottom letter turn into? I'd say 2. I think. Yeah, I think that's it.
If you'll entertain my idea here, that's a relief.
I couldn't explain it in words, but it made sense inside my head. Yeah, there's a mirror thing. It's not exactly a mirror, I guess, but... Yeah, cutting them half in half vertically and swapping over their right and left sides. Yeah, basically, that's what I had in mind. What did you say your name was again? Ernest Grieve, wasn't it? Very impressive. If you weren't a thief, you'd have a promising future ahead of you. I do wish you'd believe me, Professor. I really didn't steal anything. It doesn't make any difference who did it now. Tomorrow's the deadline for the paper submission anyway. Tomorrow? Oh golly, that is a pickle. You're telling me I was due to finish it off today, but that was before my documents were pinched. It's no use. Without that data, I can't write another word. The whole world is watching and waiting to see what I publish next. But I'm not going to be able to satisfy their thirst for my knowledge this time. Oh dear, what a mess. It's beyond my control, though. Now that my documents are gone, blame the scoundrel that stole them. You won't meet the submission deadline? Yes, it's beyond your control. Are you alright, miss? I wonder, I think I might know why the documents went missing. She was still deep in thought. Act of Providence? I say he wasn't gonna make it, so he fed it to the goat. Uh-huh. I've got it. I know exactly what happened. Really? You mean you can prove that I didn't do it? You're off the hook. The mystery is history. So who did take the professor's documents then? The professor himself! And a goat. Go and fetch his Hastings. Running along now, where it is. Chop chop. There, he's a simp already.
We can put the puzzle of your missing documents to bed now. That mystery is history.
Really?
They are there.
Hey? But I don't... What? The roses.
What on earth does this business have to do with that bed of roses?
That's the result of your research.
What are you talking about? I researched genetically engineered plants. Those are just ordinary run-of-the-mill flowers of the genus Rosa. What possible connection could they have to my work?
You hit a brick wall with your research. With the presentation of your paper fast approaching, you needed to buy yourself some time. So you arranged for your documents to be stolen.
Who planted that idea in your head?
It did make sense in my head too.
Of course, it left you with the problem of disposing of reams and reams
The
of
goats.
paper. And then you realized you could feed it to the goats the university keeps.
And then they pooped close to the flowers, and that poop went on to feed the flowers.
Whose droppings are used as manure for those
Yeah.
roses.
You're kidding.
So those roses are the fruits of your labor. Haven't they bloomed beautifully? You must be delighted. In other words, Ernest here is innocent. So, Ernest, I'll leave you to take it from here.
Miss Layton, you are magnificent.
It's over. All that research and for what? I've absolutely nothing to show for any of it.
It doesn't have to be over, Professor. Why don't you start again?
Look at you,
I'd
solving
gladly help
cases. Yeah. Trying to anyway.
Ernest, you mean you can forgive me? After everything I've done?
I've watched you conducting your research for a long time now. I know better than anyone what an exceptional man you are. I'm quite sure you'll succeed given enough time. So let's start again. Working together.
Well, Ernest, you're exceptional yourself. Thank you.
It's Miss Layton we should be thanking. Both of us. I must think of some way to repay her. And that was the moment I realized what a deep respect I had for Miss Layton. What complete faith I had in her
And I
abilities.
decided to be a simp for the rest of my days.
And how I truly felt about her.
Alright then. Okay, let's wrap up things that I had not finished with this case, and then that will be all for today then. Goat shed gathering. Ah, look at them. Capra aegragus ericus. Such charming creatures. Hello, Doctor. Back again, are you? Does that mean the paper is not going well? I'm a little stuck as it happens. Very stuck, actually. You're welcome to stay and watch the goats for a while to take your mind off it, but please, no more feeding them paper. No, I've learned my lesson. I'm sorry about that little incident. Luckily, the goats don't seem to have been affected this time, but definitely don't do it again. I must say I was very impressed with what a fine manure the goats produce. They've done wonders for the roses outside my lab. I wonder, perhaps there's something in it that I could incorporate into my research. Dr. Holm, I didn't realize your research extended to goats. Dean Delmona, oh well, how's the research going? Is that paper written yet? It's all going according to plan. Don't worry, I won't miss the deadline this time. Ha. I was just, getting a change of scenery here, that's all. Yes, I understand. Very important to take a break from the books every now and then. But I must be getting back to my lab now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, he was certainly in a hurry to get away, wasn't he? To run away, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't written a word of that paper yet. I'm getting a sense of deja vu. There was another professor here who never got papers in on time. Who was it? It was Layton, the archaeology professor. I just came to give the goats a little stroke, and I'd better be on my way. Things to do and all that. Careful, Dean. You have to keep your fingers well clear of this one. He likes to nibble anything and everything. Does he now? Luckily, since I put up posters around campus warning people not to do that, it's mostly stopped. Probably explains why this chap's so hungry now and he wants to eat my finger, mind you. You better start feeding him more. Okay, I'm going back inside the case here to find any puzzles I missed. 1 coin and 2 puzzles. This dude? No. The dog. Okay. Oh, look, that little dog's sitting up by a puzzle. Yeah. Shoe Shuffle 3. Another one of these. Okay, there we go.
If you'll entertain my idea here. That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
Mm-hmm. Whew, I did it. I hope that means you're happy. If only I could speak to dogs. Ah, it's here that I am still missing a coin. Roof, pillars. Ah. There we go, okay. And there's a puzzle. Meow. Hanky stamp. Here we have 5 handkerchiefs. They are all the exact same shape, color, and size. Using a round stamp, you need to mark the handkerchiefs so that they can all be told apart. What is the fewest number of times you need to use the stamp? I don't know, 4 times maybe. You can leave one with no stamps and put a stamp on all 4 of the others. One you put at the very center, one you put in a corner, one you put in the center on one of the sides or something off center. Yeah, well, I don't know actually. I'm not sure because the last one I don't know how I would mark. Yeah, true, if you stamp them on the edge, it would create another shape. Let's say 4.
I've seen how to solve this now.
No.
Oh, that's not like me.
Or maybe only once. If you stack the handkerchiefs on top of one another. Maybe it really is only once.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any
Show me
puzzle
visually how
solved.
you would stack them to do it, though. Like that, you mean? Yeah, okay, fair enough. I would argue that if you do it that way... Well, no, okay, never mind. I was gonna say the one at the bottom left and top right would have the exact same shape. But it's mirrored, though. So yeah, I guess it's fine that way. Okay.
I wonder how I look in this. I wonder how I look in this.
You like the one with the glasses? Yeah, thank you, RNG. There was one with the glasses? With glasses? Or this one?
That looks great, I think.
Because she doesn't have glasses on any of those. Or was it one that was to buy, maybe? Ah, this one. Well, I don't have enough coins left to buy it. Okay, let's do Hound and Pound. Looks like it will be the last one, too. I wonder what would happen. Ah, okay, that's what happens. Okay, so the goal is there. No. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's one way to do it, but it's not optimal. You've rescued Cheryl from every level of the pound. He's free to pound the pavements of London once more. Pavement Pounder's Parlor has been added to Cat's Conundrums in the bonuses section. Okay, but I'd like to get the best solution in all of them, including this one. I know. No, that gets rid of me as well, okay. No. Nah, it doesn't seem to have done anything good. I only seem to be stuck at the moment. Ah, crap. Well, it is the last one. If I release the purple blocks, I'm only gonna get squashed. One, two, three, four, five. Well, I could do it. I could do it in five, I guess. And then again, maybe not even in five. Uh... I need a ball right here, ideally. But I don't know how I would do that, though. Is there any way to do it? Wait. Blue. Yellow. Nah, that's not possible. And now I can't even move the green blocks anymore anyway. Okay, never mind. The path I thought I might have to follow would have been from the starting point to here, straight up, then here and here, and that would have been exactly 4, but I can't find a way to do it. So, here's what I'll do. Okay, hold on then. Excuse me. So it's Hound in the Pound, number 10. Use your noodle poodle. Wait, what? Is that the name of this one? Ah, yeah. Use your noodle poodle. Hit the yellow switch. Hit the yellow switch again. Okay. Hit the red switch, then the blue one. Hit the blue switch again. Hit the purple switch. Hit the blue switch. Hit the red switch. Press the right arrow up. Right. Hit the blue switch. Hit the green switch. Ah, yeah, okay. Absolute top dog. Although I did require some extra help. Alright then, I think that'll be it for today then. Save. Alright, I'm not entirely sure. I think it made that maybe 1 or 2 more cases, I think, left in this game. I'll be back tomorrow then. Yeah, we'll try to get some rest and maybe stream a little bit in the afternoon tomorrow, since I will be working night shifts in the coming days. So take it easy, yeah, take care, and I shall be back tomorrow then. See you next time. Bye bye, thank you for watching.